Welcome to the ITK Extra. My name is Dijaji Prime. We have a very special guest with us today. We have Mr. Adekunle Gold. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
So, Mr. Gold, congratulations on your album, the Gold album. I think it's a great album. So, are you surprised at all by the reception this album is receiving now?
Yeah, somewhat because people are so used to listening to a certain sound. Yeah, and then I of course went the other way. So, and I'm so honored and very glad that people really like the album because it makes sense to just after taking the decision to take the road less traveled by,
Yeah.
and then still people are loving what you're doing. So it's fulfilling.
Yeah. So, I've been doing a lot of research and watching interviews and things like that. I noticed that you're a very humble guy from moving your album back, past Ramadan because you wanted your Muslim listeners to enjoy it, to
Yeah,
paying for a fan to buy your album. What would you
yeah.
say was it part of your upbringing that instilled this humility in you?
I don't really know how to answer that, but yeah, I guess it's just how I grew up. Yeah, and then I've always believed that I am human first before anything. So that sort of guides me every time, sort of guides my decision and then the way I live.
Right.
I'm human first before any other thing.
So would you say that that was also what helped you to be patient? Because even on the album, you talk about having to wait like since 2008 and like growing yourself for like 8 years. Was that
Yeah.
also a patience thing? Were there times where you were like thinking about giving up, or was it like a constant dream you had?
Okay. Here's the thing.
Mm.
I've been making music for a long time, and then it wasn't working like I wanted it to, but I just kept holding on because I knew that someday God was going to do wonders, and because I'm a lover of God and I believe in God's time,
Yeah.
and I also believe that giving up is never an option. So I told God, Lord, I'm going to wait till whenever that this is going to happen for me,
Right.
and eventually it happened in 2014. So, like I've always said, patience is a virtue, and it's working for me.
Right. So with how did you start off with music? Was it like you were singing in a choir, or did you start off with production? How did your musical process begin for you?
Okay, pretty much everybody's story where I come from, we all start from the choir.
Yeah.
And yeah, I started very early though, like in very young because I was in teen choir, and I knew I loved listening to classic sounds. I knew I loved listening to high life. I knew I loved listening to a lot of songs, and it kind of built my interest in music. Then I started singing, and then I joined a band
Right.
that involved me, myself, and my friend. And 2013, I decided to do it alone, with my friend producing for me and everything. So it started, yeah, it started from the choir and then started from listening to a lot of songs while growing up.
Right. So with your genre, you've termed a new genre, I guess, with urban high life. How did you sort
Yeah.
of decide to say, okay, I'm doing urban high life instead of Afrobeat or maybe
Okay.
Afropop?
Okay. So I knew that I've always loved high life,
Right.
and then indie. I love indie. Maybe that's why the likes of the Script, Codaline are my best boy band in the world.
Right.
So I kind of I get so excited when I listen to indie sounds, and I'm very heavy on my language, Yoruba.
Mm.
So I thought about it. It only makes sense to just join both sounds together since they are about the ones that I really love. So urban high life is a fusion of um pop,
Right.
high life, and then some indie.
Right. So
Yeah.
with your writing, you're able to transition like seamlessly from Yoruba to English and then back. So how do you do that? Like, how does it work in your mind? Is it like certain things are better expressed maybe in English than they would be, or you're trying to maybe reach a wider audience with the language?
Okay, so I've always thought that Yoruba is beautiful.
Right.
I mean, there are things that I don't think will sound very, very convincing if I say in English. But that's me. That's how I think. Because being Yoruba, I can say certain things and then you just get it like so fast. Whether you understand language or not, the way I say it will make you very believable
Right.
in a certain way. But yeah, for English, I feel like, oh yeah, so that some sort of people to connect with what I'm saying somehow. Because most times what I do in my song is when I say Yoruba, the next line that is English would actually describe what I said in Yoruba.
Yeah.
What I say in Yoruba. So somehow it's just for um general understanding and my love for Yoruba that I cannot even subdue with English.
Right. So would you say like music is a global language? Because like I know when Yash like reached out, you were surprised that she had gotten hold of your album. Was it
Yeah.
something surprising that someone that's not Nigerian was able to listen to your music? Or did you like understand, okay, my music speaks for itself. It doesn't necessarily need to be understood in a particular way? Because she was listening to like No Forget and she just started crying. Even I got a
Oh,
little bit emotional with that song because it felt so real, you know? It felt personal, like we knew you in a way, even though we don't, but we like knew you and we understood your story. So would you say that your music now is becoming something that's has a global touching despite maybe that language barrier?
when I hear things like or when I read on social media, when I read people saying I don't even understand half of what Adekunle Gold is saying, but I connect to what he's saying.
Yeah.
It feels very, very good to know that even as very proud of my language as I am,
Right.
and like very unrepentant about putting so much English in my songs, people still feel what I'm saying. People they use the same word just like you just used,
Right.
like very believable. A lot of people say my song is the way I sing the Yoruba, even though they don't understand, is believable. It feels very good because while I write my songs, I make sure I pour my whole heart in the song, whether I say English, Pidgin, or Yoruba.
Right.
I make sure is the message that I'm passing, is the emotion, is the story that I'm telling. Whether the language you understand, you would feel it. Somehow I don't know how to do that, but I just write from the heart.
Right.
So maybe that's why people connect to it. Maybe.
So would you like the song Ariwoko, like she's ethnically Indian, so she was like, this song sounds, Indian. Was there any Indian inspiration behind that, or was that a coincidence?
So I thought I was just singing. I was singing the song like the chorus. I recorded music,
Yeah.
and then I sent it to my producer via voice notes. That guy, I was thinking we could. It was not supposed to be. It was not part of the project for the album. To
All
be
right.
honest, it was just something that I had gotten inspiration about, and I thought, oh yeah, I think I should write about this, and then I wrote the chorus and I sent to him, and then sent me that music, and I thought it was fantastic. Then I finished the writing, and so there was no Indian inspiration or any ethnic inspiration. It was just what I had in my head, and I sent it to my producer, and then he sent me that beat. So maybe he had the idea. I don't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So with the album, did you feel pressure? Because obviously, you dropped Sade first. And then as you were dropping these singles and the momentum started to grow around you, did you feel pressure to drop an album immediately? Because, I do review artists. And for example, like an artist like Designer, he might have had pressure, after Panda became a big hit. He was under
Yeah.
pressure to drop a project. So did you find yourself under pressure to drop a project, and how did you cope with that pressure? Because I feel as though your album, delaying it and getting your sound authentic to who you are as a person, helps that creative process. So how did you deal with that pressure for when you go drop album or when's the album coming?
Okay, when I first dropped Shadi,
Yeah.
it was first a cover.
Mm.
I had written like Orientate before Shadi. I had written Friend Zone before Shadi. I had written couple songs before Shadi. But when I dropped Shadi and people accepted it and I got signed to a label YBNL,
Yeah.
a lot of people started asking for album. That was not why I dropped my album early, because it only makes sense for somebody with my sound, for somebody that's dropped like 3 4 songs that people like, to just give like a body of work like almost immediately. Because how many more singles would I drop before I drop an album?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it only makes sense to just drop on time. So there was no pressure whatsoever. I did it when I wanted to do it, and then if you really watch closely, I even dropped it like 3 days earlier
Yeah.
before release date. So there was no pressure whatsoever. It was just when I wanted to drop it, and I did drop it.
Okay. So with Sade, you mentioned just now it was a cover, and I noticed someone had said, perhaps you might go into some copyright issues. So can you just
Yeah.
clarify that whole Sade thing, the one on the album and the cover itself?
Oh yeah, so yeah, Shade is the cover of One Direction Story of My Life, and everybody that understands what the cover is should know that there's nothing absolutely wrong with covering a song.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean everybody does that, and and then the version of my on my album is not the cover. We made new music, and even if you listen to the melody
Yes.
of the original cover that I did, it's totally different from the song. It's just as though I made a bit of my own and then I wrote a new first song on it. So it's a cover, but I didn't sell the cover version on the album.
Alright. Sticking with the album, how were you able to craft your sound? Like, what were your inspirations and how did you make yourself stand out? Like, what were your musical influences and how did you say, okay, I won't sound like this so that I stand out?
Yeah. I had the likes of Asha doing their thing for like over 5 6 years.
Yeah.
Asha Bez, and then the likes of King Ebenezer Obey, and then King Sonny Ade,
Yeah.
and Obey Commander, and they are my greatest inspiration because they've chosen to take the road less traveled by, and it's working for them. They are amazing there, right? And then I thought about it. I've always believed that difference sells. Difference always sell. And when I got in the industry like very well, like in 2014, it was about a one-way sound where everybody believed that if you don't make a fast club song, you probably won't thrive. I've never believed that way. I don't believe in joining bandwagon. And then I thought, okay, I was going to just do me, and then that's why I even dropped Shadi, because when I dropped Shadi, it was totally a different sound entirely. A lot of people were saying nobody would have pulled that off. I don't know about that, but I mean, I just did what I was going to do, and then I went on to doing Orientate in that manner, doing Pickup in that manner, and my whole album is different.
Right.
So I always believe different sells, and then somehow God blessed it and it's working for me.
Definitely. So you've said several times on here, the road less traveled. When was the first time that you were like, okay, I'm not gonna do what everybody's doing? And is this something you guide yourself with in your life, or is it just a musical thing that you're saying, I'm going to be very unique with what I'm doing here?
Yeah, so when I was in the band, I'd always written different songs. So I think it's always been like the very first thing it's always been my thing for a long time. Even before I became the Adekunle Gold that people know now.
Right.
I've always been about different routes. I'm not doing the same thing the way these people are doing it. I want to be different. So it's always been there for like a long time.
So how did you come up with the name Gold, like as your nickname, I guess?
So it was 2000. I said it in the intro of my album, Gold.
Yeah.
2008, I wanted a name, and then I talked to God. I said, Lord, I want a name. Give me a name that will just do everything for me. give me a name that is magic, give me a name that will describe me. And then I went to church, and the preacher kept saying, you can't substitute brass for gold. The preacher said it like 3 times, and I was just inspired, like, and I just took a cue that, wait, this is my name. And I made gold the suffix, because my original name is Adekunle Kosoko.
Yeah.
So I made gold the suffix, and that's how I had my name, Adekunle Gold. And it turned out to be the best ever.
So you're part of a royal family in Lagos, is that correct? The Kosoko
Yeah.
family. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're speaking to royalty right now, so better be very respectful. So are there any people now, when you were starting off, there must have been people that said, it's not going to work, you're not going to do it. Do you feel like I told you so, or how do you now look back at those people? Because I'm sure you probably have some of them around, or was it all like positive energy around you?
It was I had too many negative like vibes around me, because when I was deeply like trying to make headway in this music business, I'd I'd gotten close to people that would tell me, what are you doing? Like people that won't even support me in any way. People that were indifferent about my decision to make this kind of music. People that were indifferent about my decision to go into music. Even my parents didn't care. Like they didn't. It's not like they weren't supportive, yeah, but they just didn't care about making music and everything. I remember even my parents telling me that I'm supposed to be saving for something, not making music, But people just didn't see. People didn't think I could do it. A lot of people didn't see that I could even come up with a sound like this. I remember people telling me that this song will not do well on air. It's probably just for a few people.
Right.
But I didn't. But always, I think my biggest strength is confidence. Biggest strength. I tell people, I think I have. I'm not trying to brag.
Right.
Yeah. But I think I have confidence that will last me a lifetime.
I mean, you have the right to brag. I mean, your album is on Billboard right now. You're going places with this album.
I think I have confidence that will last me like a lifetime.
Definitely.
Because I've never allowed anybody to just get to me. So I've always done what I wanted to do, whether it works or not. So so there were a lot of things around me then, but I just kept true to myself, and God blessed it, and I'm here.
Definitely. So would you say that is what drove you? Were you like a lone wolf going out and creating this sound, or were there people at the very beginning who were supportive and like helped you through this struggle? Because it must have been tough. Like lots of people are telling you, it's not going to work. And even I'm sure sometimes you yourself will be like, okay, maybe they're right. So were there people who were guiding you through, or was it just your faith in God and your confidence in yourself that pushed you through?
First, my faith in God.
Yeah.
And then Dotun of Cool FM.
Right.
Dotun put me on air first. Dotun, when I recorded a song, Let It Stop. The title of the song, Let It Stop, in May 2013, 14-ish. Okay, can't remember, 14, yeah. Dotun told me that you have stuff. Don't let anybody tell you that you don't have anything. And Dotun kept playing my song every day for months. I remember very well looking on Twitter and then seeing him mention me on Twitter, playing my song every day. And that just gave me all the confidence that I needed. Like, okay, somebody believes in me. And then when I dropped Charlie, it was one of the few people that played it back to back, like daily as well. So I had Dotun believed in me. And then it's why I'm always grateful to God that he sent Dotun my way. And a couple friends, my friend Shay Keys, my friend Simi, a lot of people helped me.
Okay. So shout out to Dotun, man. We're grateful that he was able to play your music and we're listening to it now. Yeah. So you brought up Simi. She's your only feature, and she provides backup vocals, and she's also doing the mixing and mastering. So what would you say like her talent was, and how did you feel like how did you entrust confidence in her to do all the mixing and mastering on your album?
Simi is amazing. She's an amazing writer,
Yeah.
singer, then sound engineer. I mean, she's worked on other people's songs before my album, and then I've listened to the quality of her sound, and sound engineering, that sounds, the mixing and mastering, and that's why I was confident that she could do it. So, and my album is the first full project that she's done.
Oh wow.
So, and it turned out to be one of the best. So, yeah.
Right. So with your album, it seems like purple is your favorite color. Is that correct?
Oh, not really. It's just the direction I'm going for this picture.
What was the theme for that cover?
It was inspired by Exodus 31. Yeah, I was speaking to the photographer T.Y. Bello. Shout out to T.Y. Bello. She's amazing. She's very spiritual, and that's one of the reasons that I really like her. So when I called her, she said to me that she just got she just got like a trance about Exodus 31, and it's interesting how I called her at the right time, so that she thinks that we should model Exodus 31, and it's about Bezalel, a guy in the Bible that was blessed by God with skills.
All right.
Yeah, so
on the album, let's talk about the songs now. There's themes of love, but most of the romantic themes aren't the happy. Well, some do end in happy endings, but most of them are like seeking love or sort of rejection. So would you say you kind of struggled with romance, or were these not all personal experiences that you were writing about? And if so, why did you choose those experiences instead of like the normal? Yeah.
Some of them are personal experiences.
Yeah.
Like Shade is my story. Happened to me in 2012. No Celebrate is my story. And then generally, I love love stories. I could be emotional sometimes, and then but yeah, I love love stories generally. So I like to tell love stories in different ways, whether rejection or when it feels like it's paradise, Yeah.
So what's Nos Alabaria about?
No Celebrate was it's a heartbreak story.
Right.
One that happened to me one time, and I thought I was going to write about it. Yeah.
So I feel like that video would be, if you were to shoot a video, you should probably maybe try and shoot it on a mountain. I feel like that's the type of song you shoot on a mountain, because you're singing a very high pitch, like you're reaching the world maybe. So that's just a thought I'd shoot.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you.
Yeah. So with production, how involved are you in the production process? Is it something that you think of the sonics and you go in and say, okay, I want this kind of sonics? Do you do it yourself, or how?
Oh, I have my producers, yeah.
Yeah.
And because I don't know so much about production, to be honest.
Right.
But I know when I hear the sound that I want. I know what I'm going for when I hear a certain instrument. I know sometimes that I want a certain guitar sound, certain guitar riff, and horns. Yeah, so somewhere. So I'm sort of involved.
Right.
I'm involved in the instrument, and I may not have played something, but I command what I want sometimes.
So did you use live instrumentation on this album?
Yeah, a lot of the songs, all the songs have a bit of live instruments. Yeah.
Like the talking drums, or?
Yes, talking drums, nylon guitars, normal acoustic guitars, and then timbale, omele, there's bata, there's shekere, there's shikas, there's a lot of live instruments. Yeah.
So the album is very rich, and on a song like Work, that's is trying to get people to go out and do work. So what was the inspiration behind that song? Was there any personal story there?
So some guy on Twitter, I was on Twitter one evening, and
Right.
some guy said, he said, and I quote in his words, said, I want a sleeve tattoo, but I don't have money. That's what inspired Work. When I saw that tweet, I just laughed, like, you want a sleeve tattoo, but you don't have money. Brother, just walk. And I wrote the song immediately.
So how fast are you with writing? Because people see musicians and they think, writing is easy or actually creating it is easy. How quickly can you dish out a song?
Okay, so for me, I don't rush it.
Right.
I do not rush anything because at the end of the day, nobody's compelling me to put it out now. So I make sure I get it very, very well. So some songs on the album that I wrote like in a day, I wrote Sade for like 6 months.
Wow,
Not
six
like I was
months.
writing it every day. Yeah, because I wrote the chorus first, like 6 months earlier than I finished the rest. So for a song like Work, it took me like 2 3 days to finish that. Yeah, and then so sometimes like the whole album took me 2 years to write, almost 2 years to write.
Wow. So was there any frustrating moments while, recording or writing this album?
Oh yeah, there were.
Could you?
Because songs like No Salabere I recorded like 3 times. No Forget I recorded like 3 times as well. And then and Paradise and Friend Zone I almost removed those ones as well. So like there were a lot of things that happened.
So what was the theme you wanted to go with this album? What was the story? Was it Adekunle's story? Was it a theme you were trying to set overall? What was the idea behind the
It
album?
was just how I was feeling when at those at the times that I was writing the songs. Sometimes I wait to feel something before I write about it. Sometimes I write people's stories. Sometimes I'm on Twitter every other day looking out for what people are talking about, and then I write about it. So I was just feeling really golden
Right.
at the time. Yeah.
So you're very active on Twitter, and is it that you're looking for inspiration or you want to interact with people?
Oh, I'm a talkative. Like no, like I'm just um I like gisting and I like interacting with people naturally. And this is not because I'm trying to get something. I don't like being bored like anyhow. So I'm always on Twitter because there's a lot to just do on Twitter really. There's some scandal that you need to laugh about. There's somebody that you need to laugh at and everything. So Twitter generally, yeah. If you see the number of tweets that I have, you will know
Yeah.
how much I love Twitter. Like I just tweet a lot. I love tweeting.
So
Just saying, yeah.
what are some funny stories you've come across on Twitter?
Okay, some one that I cannot forget because I even wrote about it. Some guy that traveled 17 hours to see a girl, and the only thing that he was supposed to be a Twitter lord,
Right.
one of those Twitter lords that make mouths, yeah,
Yeah.
about girls and everything. So he went to see that girl, and the only thing they did was just take a selfie and watch a movie. And then he was now bragging about something else on Twitter. Like, he was not talking about some guy. Like, how can you go and visit a girl and all you do is just gist?
Uh,
So apparently, the girl that he went to visit for 17 hours
friends.
put him on blast. Put him on a blast.
Yeah.
Tweeted about him like, why are you talking like this? You that came to my house for 17 hours. What did you do? Did you not just take selfie? And I wrote about it. I wrote a verse. I wrote it as a verse for the song that I featured.
So the song Friend Zone actually was a more comedic, you took a more comedic tone with that. Was that like, were you trying to be a comedian or was it just the flow of that song?
Somehow, I, I'm sort of humorous in my writings. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't just like writing something that is basic. So I try even in the very love songs that I write.
Right.
There's a bit of comic relief. Um, I love funny things. I love to laugh. I love to make people laugh. So somehow I sort of infuse comedy, like humor, in my songs.
So you've said you don't drink alcohol or take anything before performing. Is it that you want to have like feel the energy there, or are you just that kind of performer that doesn't need it? You're naturally
Because
energetic.
because I feel like I don't need it. When you're telling a story, what do you need to tell a story really? You don't
Yourself.
need a story. It just needs to be just yourself, and then I mean, you don't need to take anything. You don't need any extra thing to gist with people. You don't need any extra thing to communicate to people.
Okay.
So, and that's how I see my performance. I'm not on stage to just jump around. I'm on stage to connect to people.
Right.
So I don't think I need anything extra.
Definitely. So you had talked about when you go into a gig around the era of like Sade Oriente, and you went with a 1999 car, and they didn't open up for you. So now, do you still face that kind of reception? And do you still have that car? Have you gone to the level of like a Lamborghini or something?
Well, I'm still waiting for God to pick up so I can buy my Bentley.
I think God has picked up already, Adekunle.
Well, if you have Range Rover and you're not using, please send it to me.
No. All the album sales now.
Well, by God's grace. But yeah, I'm better now. I mean, I'm not driving 1999 car anymore, so thank God.
Yeah. So, do you think you've set the bar too high for yourself now that you've dropped gold? And like, I know it's still too early, let's just say in gold, but do you think like for your next project, it's going to be harder to top it?
No, I don't think so. Because first, I'm not in charge of my inspiration. I mean, it's God. So first, I know for sure that God will inspire me even more. And then while I was writing for this album, I wrote for 2 albums.
Wow.
I wrote like I was going to drop 2 albums. So if I'm going to drop the next single tomorrow, I have one already.
Right.
So I'm not perturbed. I'm not bothered.
Right.
I'm fine.
So are you dropping a single or is it videos for the album that are coming next?
I mean,
or are you still working on the GoFundMe?
Yeah, I'm still working on the Gold album.
Yeah. No, because you said you want to open a GoFundMe for your videos to be.
When people were saying that I should drop, apparently everybody wants videos for all the songs. I'm like, you would not kill me. I don't even have money to do videos for all the songs. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, God helping me. I'll do the best that I can.
So are you trying to push your album globally, or are you just focused on maybe Nigeria and Africa?
Oh no, I'm pushing globally. My music is not just for Nigeria, it's for the world.
Yeah. I think this album does have crossover appeal, despite, maybe it being in Yoruba. How would you say, like, for people who are in Yoruba, because I personally, I understand some, like, words and I can try and understand what you're saying, but is there a way to understand what you're saying without, like, having a translator?
Is there a way to understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Yoruba, some songs you're in Yoruba and you're singing in Yoruba, and unless you have someone to translate it, you might not get the full gist of what you're saying.
Yeah, well, I don't think so. I don't think I'm bothered about getting the full gist of what I'm saying, really. I just connect to the song. Because I listen to, for example, I listen to Angelbert. I don't know how to pronounce the name very well, so forgive me. Okay. Angelbert, Humpading, the Quando.
Right.
Quando song. Right. I don't know what the heck is saying in the song. I just love the sound. I just love this. There are a lot of Igbo songs, other songs that I listen to, and then I don't understand what they're saying. Yeah. But it's just beautiful to me. And I think sometimes that's about it. You don't even have to understand it. And it's happening already with my music. A lot of people see what you said about Yash. Yash is not even Nigerian. She's not Nigerian. She's not bad. But she cried when she listened to it. No Forget. Yeah. And I think sometimes I think that's all that I need.
Right. She is a very big fan, I have to say. She has been like, Adekunle Gold, like throughout since the album dropped. So yeah. So what advice do you use? Like, what's some guiding words you use to live your life? And what advice would you have for people and for maybe artists who are, in that struggling period of trying to get people to listen to their music or listen to what they have to say?
I'd say, first, don't let anybody tell you that what you have is not good. Yeah. And I tell people, it's not enough to keep trying. You need to try something differently at some point.
Right.
Yeah, because I was doing basically, I'm not saying what worked for me will work for you, but I was doing just pop before. And then it wasn't, I liked it, but people didn't like it. And I was thinking, okay, do I need to try something else? Do I need to just go back to what I really connect to? Because I love you. I love singing Yoruba, and I know I'm heavy on indie. So how about I just re-strategize and then do something differently? I mean, let's see what will become of it. And then God bless it. So it just might be that one turn that'll just change everything.
So
So do
what?
not let anybody tell you that you don't have stuff. And when you get to the end of the rope, tie a knot and hang on. Don't fall. Your miracle will come.
Very inspiring. So what's next for Adekunle Gold? What's going to follow up after Gold album?
We're still promoting Gold album. I mean, the whole world needs to hear about it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the album is in the Billboard. Thank God. And I will still need to push more. Then videos. There will be tour. We'll be announcing dates soon. I mean, a lot of things will happen, and yeah, a lot of great news that'll be going around soon and everything. Yeah.
Just one thing. Why did you hold your listening party after the album dropped? Because I thought listening parties was before you dropped an album.
Yeah, because I'm sure people would have imagined that it was the regular listening party where the artists would just sit down and then they just play the CD.
Yeah.
From there, I wanted people to sort of get like a fresh experience as to how a listening party has not been done. Probably not been done ever in Nigeria.
Right.
So what we did was, with my band, we rehearsed all the songs, and we decided to perform the songs live. So I wanted people to get first an experience on not just listening to CD, but watching me perform all the songs live. So I wanted to be after the album for some reasons that I can't even explain. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Adekunle Gold, I'm sure you're very tired. It's been a pleasure having you on the ITK. We look forward to whatever projects you have coming up next. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation.
Thank you very much.
And thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you very much. You too.
Empty barrel ló máa ń pariwo, ariwo kọ́ ni.